Okay, this is the commentator Rishi from the commentary box at the Ekeberg ground in Oslo. We are all set for the third game of the Norwegian Premier League, which will be played between the Viking Warriors and the Tigers. The Tigers is being captained by internationally acclaimed cricketer Misbah-ul Haq, and the Viking Warriors are being captained by Zishan. So the news from the center is that Tigers have won the toss and they have elected to bat first. So as we saw in the first game, that batting first proved quite good for the Eagles, and they ended up putting in a huge score of 189 for the opponent team, which was the NCF, and ended up winning it quite comfortably as well by over a margin of more than 60 runs. So let's see. We are just waiting for all the players to drop into the field, the batsmen to take their stances, and let's set the ball rolling for the third game of the Norwegian Premier League. So you can see all the fielders of Viking Warriors, they're just warming up on the ground. The batsmen from the Tigers are still being awaited. So the match will just start about in a while. So as you can see, the players of the Viking Warriors, they're getting into the hurdle. Just a final few words of the strategy and the motivation being given out by the captain to Sean. So we hope it's going to be a cracker of a match. I'm sure there are quite a few people dropping in over here as well. Maybe to see Misbah in action. So the players are looking in a very upbeat mood. The umpires are in the middle. So are all the players from the fielding side of Viking Warriors. Just waiting for the batsman to step in. All right. So we are back with the live action, and we have the two batsmen from the Tigers. We got Ahmed, who's going to be taking the strike, and then we have Hussain on the non-striker's end. Iqbal will be opening the bowling for the Vikings. Just to let you know, guys, again, that the Tigers are being led by the very experienced Miss Baul Haq. So I'm sure they're going to get a certain advantage from the advice and the talent that he has. All right, so we have Iqbal all set to bowl the first ball of the match between the Viking Warriors and the Tigers. Got the left-handed Ahmed on strike. Two players in the slips. Here comes the first ball of the third game. That was a good line delivery. Well left by the batsman straight into the hands of the wicketkeeper. Well, Viking Warriors need to ensure that they keep Tigers pretty much into check if they want to win this game. They have to keep a very tight line and length. Make sure don't give away any loose balls or any extras. Here's Ahmed coming down for the second delivery. Slightly pushed onto the offside in the gully region for a single by Ahmed. And that brings Hussain on strike. What I believe that the Tiger needs to do over here is just to kind of keep it a bit stable. Don't lose that many wickets in the first few overs. Try to build more of partnerships. Because scoring and getting a big score is going to be the key. That's the next delivery. The batsman is being on a defensive. No runs off the ball. It's been 3 balls of the over and only 1 run has been scored so far. Well, it's still the first over of the game, so they can take some time to kind of get used to the pitch and the ground and the conditions around. Here's Iqbal with the next delivery. That's again well left. That was a good line delivery. Oh, but it's been slightly on the wider side. Given a wide by the umpire. And that adds another 1 run to the total of the team Tigers. Well, as I said initially, that the Warriors have to make sure that they don't bowl that many extras. That could lead to a problem later on in the match. So here's Iqbal with the next delivery. That's a good ball. Batsman was forced to defend that. The player in the gully picks up the ball, returns it. So Tigers, I believe, have a pretty decent lineup. That's the next ball from Iqbal. Straight into the third man area for a single. Well, 5 deliveries have been bowled so far, and only 3 runs have been given out with one wide. There's Iqbal coming on to bowl the last ball of the first over. The batsman tried to whack it down in the cover region between the gully, but completely misses that and goes into the hands of the wicketkeeper. That's the end of the first over. The score is 3 for the loss of no wickets. So that has been quite a decent over from Iqbal. It has yielded only 3 runs. Got Hussain and Ahmed both batting on 1. Seems like a steady start from the Tigers so far. Got Hussain taking the stride now. He's on the strike. That's the first delivery of the second over. The batsman pushes it into the offside in the cover area. I'm sorry, it's in the gully area for a single. That's Khan, the right hand medium pacer for, for Viking Warriors. Khan coming in to deliver the second ball of the over. No runs off that ball. That delivery has been bowled down onto the leg side, and the umpire has called it a wide. Adds another single run to the total of Tigers. That brings it down to 5 at the loss of no wickets in 1.2 overs. That's been well connected by the batsman. But the fielder on the leg side stops it. And only a single has been taken. So far, Hussain and Ahmed both are batting on 2. Khan is into the 4th ball of his over. That doesn't get connected with the bat and goes straight away into the hands of the keeper. Again, no run. The 5th ball gets no run as well. The score stands at 6 at the loss of no wickets. Khan coming in to deliver the last ball of his first over. The batsman connects it well and sends it into the extra cover region for a 4. That brings an end to the over by Khan. And the score stands at 10 for the loss of no wickets at the end of 2 overs. Well, the first over from Iqbal yielded just 3 runs, so that was quite a tight first over. And the Khan's second over, bowled by Khan, went for 7 runs. So Iqbal needs to make sure that he carries the same performance into his next over as well. Try to keep the runs to as low as possible. And here's Iqbal coming down to bowl the first ball of his next over. That's been pushed under the offside, but brilliantly held by the fielder. No runs for that. So the left-handed Ahmed is on strike for Tigers. And Iqbal is into his second over. That ball probably just took the inside edge and went past the wicketkeeper for a 4. Supposed to be one of the shortest boundaries over here in the ground. That the ground was pretty quick. The ball was pretty quick. Just went for a 4. That brings down the total for the team Tigers to 14 at the loss of no wickets. There's Ishan bowling his next ball. And the batsman has hit it straight into the hands of the fielder on the leg side in the long on region. The players are happy. Tigers have lost their first wicket. Ahmed has been out on this personal score of 6. Iqbal picking up that wicket. It was bowled in the right area. Brilliantly held by the fielder. And that brings the next batsman onto the pitch. All right, so the next batsman for Tigers is the sensational Misbah-ul Haq. The players we all have been waiting to see live in action. Well, we see that the opponent players are actually shaking hands with him as well. So I'm sure everyone on the field, off the field, myself behind the mic, myself, I'm a big fan of Misbah-ul Haq. And to see him play live over here at the ground, I must say it's a treat. I hope he plays well. Well, the field has been set for Misbah. 1 player in the gully, 2 in the slips. Iqbal all set to bowl his next delivery. So that was a well defensive shot by Misbah. Remember, he's the captain of the team Tigers, and he has a huge influence on his boys. So let's see if he leads by an example today. Iqbal is all set for his next delivery. That's slightly pushed onto the offside by Misbah. Straight into the hands of the fielder. No runs for that. Well, they are still maintaining a good run rate. I mean, they have 14 runs in 2.5 overs. So they just need to kind of keep the ship steady from here. Save the wickets and just go for the kill towards the end. Here's Iqbal with this last ball of the second over. So after 3 overs, the score is 14 for the loss of 1 wicket. Misbah played the last 3 balls of the over. Just trying to kind of get comfortable with the conditions on the pitch. Probably seems like he has called in to replace the bat now. Seems like there is something wrong with his bat and he has called in for the new replaced bat. Yeah, he's got a new bat. So he's walking back towards the crease now. Hussain is batting on 6. Misbah still to open his account. Khan has bowled 1 over for 7 runs and Iqbal has bowled 2 overs for 7 runs and has taken 1 wicket. So that was the next delivery to Hussain. Straight onto the pads No runs. Khan has been bowling his second over now, and the match is into the fourth over. They're slightly pushed to the offside by Hussain for a single, and that brings Misbah ul Haq on strike. Well, you see the field is kind of getting changed for Misbah. I'm sure even the Vikings must be aware of it, that Misbah can be a real threat to them. Next ball from Khan. Slightly pushed onto the leg side by Misbah for a quick single. That was a nice running between the wickets. Misbah just trying to get off the strike, give more strike to Hussain. This Khan with his next delivery. The batsman glances it into the fine leg region for a single, bringing Misbah on strike. So Hussain has been batting steadily so far on 8 of the 10 balls that he has faced so far with a boundary. So Misbah all set to face the next delivery from Khan. That was well pitched on the offside and hit into the cover area. Hit between the point and the cover area for a 4 by Misbah. And that brings the total of Misbah to 5 runs. That includes a boundary. Well, that shows the touch of class that Misbah has. The ease with which he had hit Khan for a boundary of the previous ball. That's another shot in the same area. Same ball and the same result. That's another 4. And that brings an end to the over from Khan. And the total score stands at 25, the loss of 1 wicket after the end of 4 overs. Let's see if the Viking Warriors are going to introduce a change in the bowling, or is it going to be Iqbal who will be taking up the next over? I believe it's Iqbal who will be bowling his 3rd over now. So, as you saw that in the previous over, Misbah had hit couple of beautiful boundaries. Hope to see more from him. So that's Iqbal coming up with the next delivery. Straight away hit, but that got into the hands, that touched the hands of the bowler and stopped over there, so there was no run taken over on that ball. The scoreboard is still untouched. The next ball slightly pushed onto the offside by the left-handed Hussain for a single, bringing Misbah on strike. Well, it's been quite impressive the way this league has been organized over here, bringing like a lot of people from other countries to participate, with few international players from test playing nations as well. So it's going to be a huge boost for the boys. I mean, for everyone who's actually playing cricket over here in Norway, or who wants to take up cricket as a sport. that's pushed onto the leg side by Misbah for a single. That was a comfortable single. That has been hit high, but that has got slowed down, couldn't cross the boundary for a couple of runs by Hussain. So Iqbal is into the 5th ball of his over, given out 10 runs. Has taken 1 wicket in his overs so far. Oh, that was beautifully driven, but straight into the hands of the fielder. On the offside, no run for that. Hussain still stays on 11 and the score on 29. That's the last ball of the 5th over. The batsman whacks his bat, and that has gone all the way. That has gone high and handsome for a 6. That was a beautiful stroke on the long off boundary. It was high and handsome and took the score to 35 at the loss of 1 wicket after 5 overs. Well, the 6th over is about to start now. As the evening is dropping, and we see that a lot of people are actually started pouring into the ground over here. I'm sure with the coming days it's going to be even better. Just to give you an idea again, that the score is 35, the loss of 1 wicket after 5 overs. Misbah and Hussain on the crease. Misbah playing on 9, and Hussain with a couple of lusty blows is on 17 of 15 balls. 15. That's the start of the next over, and it has been hit wonderfully on the offside between the point and the gully for a 4 by Misbah ul Haq. That's the 3rd boundary for Misbah and brings his personal score on 13. That was the first bowling change, and Iqbal was brought into attack. The second ball was slightly on the leg side, pushed to the fielder, directly into the hands of the fielder, no runs. Well, it can be quite demoralizing for the bowler, if he gets whacked for the delivery. I mean, for a 4 on the very first delivery. But then I'm sure it takes a lot of character to kind of bounce back from there. That was slight on the leg side. The batsman tries to move the bat, but it's down the leg side for a wide. No contact with the bat, straight into the hands of the keeper. It has been declared a wide by the umpire. That adds another score of 1 to the total of 40. The next one was slightly on the offside, push to the fielder in the cover area, but no runs for that. Iqbal is into the fourth ball of his first over. That's an appeal. That's whacked on the pads, but there's an appeal for the LBW, but the umpire turns it down. Probably height was the problem. Iqbal coming onto ball. The fifth ball of his first over. Misbah pushes it out onto the offside for a brilliant boundary. That's the kind of class that Misbah carries. That's what he is known for. That's a wonderful shot on the offside in the cover region by Misbah. And that brings his personal score to 17 of 12 balls. Well, the bowler is set to bowl the last ball of this first over. Misbah slightly pushes it to the offside, but directly into the hands of the fielder. So that brings it the end to the sixth over. The score is 44 on the loss of 1 wicket, with both Hussain and Misbah batting solidly on 17 each. Well, from here it sees that the projected score should be something around 165, depending upon if they start increasing the pace of the batting, might definitely go even higher than that. But the projected score for now is 165. The partnership has been for like 30 runs. So it has been steady so far. Let's see how far it goes from here. So I believe it's going to be a change of bowling from here. Let's see if the Viking Warriors are introducing spin into the attack now. Usually it happens when the fast bowlers are not able to control the run rate. The captain tries pitching in the spinners just to kind of bring down the run rate and try to grab a couple of wickets here and there. First ball bowled by the spinner, which was a wide. The first ball was pushed onto the offside by the batsman for a 4. I beg your pardon, the bowler's name is Shehzad. And the first ball that he bowled was punched into the offside by Hussain for a boundary. So the score stands at 48 for 1. And Shehzad is all set to bowl his next delivery. The right arm spinner. And that's punched on the leg side, but the player in the cover direction stops it for a single. No runs of that. Hussain still remains on strike. Here comes the next ball from Shehzad. Hit into the cover region, straight into the hand of the fielders. No run. So Tigers are not taking any kind of risk over here. Just trying to be safe. Save onto a couple of wickets. Build onto the partnership from here. There's the next ball hit into the offside of the deep extra cover for a couple of runs. No, it's just been one run. And that brings Misbah on strike. Well, I'm sure as the day passes, there will be a lot of people dropping in to watch these matches. These matches are going to be held at Ekeba ground for the next 3 days, with the final being played on 2nd of July. And just to make sure that you know that this telecast on YouTube is brought to you directly by Fargate 360 Sports. So Misbah is all set to face the next delivery from Shehzad. Slightly drifted towards the leg side. The fielder is trying to stop it but couldn't do that, and the ball has crossed the boundary for a wonderful 4. Well, it's a wonderful experience to quite a few people. I mean, to see quite a few people who are dropping into the ground to see the match live. And I'm sure the people who are actually watching it on the YouTube at the moment will be quite happy to see the game as well. That's another good shot on the leg side by Misbah, straight into the hands of the fielder. The boundary, and the ball sent back to the keeper for a single. That brings an end to the 7th over with a score of 54 at the loss of 1 wicket. Well, the run rate, as you see, is slightly under 8 at the moment, and I believe like if they have another 9 wickets in their hands and around 10 overs to go, they can start picking up the pace from there. And with the Misbah and Hussain pretty much set on the pitch, on the crease as of now, we hope that it's going to be a big score for the Vikings. All right, so that's the start of the next over. Misbah is on strike, ready to face Iqbal. That was on the off, slightly pushed onto the offside for a comfortable single, bringing Hussain on the striking end. Well, Tigers have been a bit calm, I guess, for now. But they'll start picking up the pace once the overs kind of start completing. Iqbal with the second ball of the over. That was slightly wider on the offside. Hit to the fielder in the third man area. That was another single, 1 run added to the account of Tigers. And push to the fielder on the leg side for a single. But Misbah and Hussain, they are looking pretty comfortable on the pitch as of now. And that's Hussain is on strike, and The last ball fetched no runs. Iqbal with the next ball of the over. Hussain trying to back the bat. Couple of bounce and straight into the hands of the fielder at the long off. That was single run of the previous ball. Brought Misbah on strike. That's been pushed into the offside for a single by Misbah. He's batting on a personal score of 25 of 18 balls with 5 boundaries. Let's see if the Viking Warriors are getting a change into the bowling now. It's Shahzad who's going to bowl the next 9th over. Misbah on strike to face Shahzad. I beg your pardon. It's the bowler is not Shahzad. His name is Anwar, who's a left-arm spinner. The second ball has again been pushed, but straight into the hands of the fielder. And no runs yet. He has bowled. Anwar has bowled 2 beautiful dot balls till now. That was slightly wide. Hit by the batsman straight into the hands of the fielder at point. Getting no runs for the team Tigers. That Misbah has backed the next ball into the offside. Straight couple of bounces into the hands of the fielder at deep mid wicket. And got a single. And that has brought Hussain on strike. So far, 4 balls have been delivered by Anwar and only 1 run has been scored of them. That's the 5th ball of the over. Back into the hands of Anwar. Another dot ball. The last ball of the first over from Anwar goes straight into the hands of the keeper. No runs. That was a wonderful over from Anwar that just got 1 run for the Tiger. Very economical so far, very economical. And the score at the end of 9 overs is 60 at the loss of 1 wicket. It's It's a beautiful evening over here in Oslo today with the sun shining bright. And people over here, cricket is not the main sport, but usually slowly and steadily is kind of catching up. And with this tournament being introduced, I'm sure a lot of people will further be pulled into this sport. Oh, that was a wonderful delivery from the bowler. Straight away to the stumps of Misbah ul Haq. Misbah has been bowled for a score of 26. That was a shocker of a ball from Iqbal. Straight away crashed into the wickets. That was disappointing for all the fans who were, including myself, who were actually waiting to see Misbah in action. But that has been a wonderful 26 runs scored by Misbah. So Misbah is back into the pavilion. I'm sure he'll not be happy with this performance, but there are still a couple of matches and he can definitely push back, pull himself back into action. Well, I'm sure the Viking Warriors will be really happy with the bowling performance of Iqbal. Clean bowling. Misbah on the very first delivery of the third over from Iqbal. And now we have a new batsman on the crease. Let's see who the next batsman is. The next batsman is A. Salim. Salim is the next batsman. And he got here after Misbah was clean bowled by Iqbal. And Salim slightly pushes the ball out to the leg side and goes for a quick single. Changes the strike and brings Hussain onto the batting crease. Well, the score so far is 62 at the loss of 2 wickets in 9.2 overs. All set to bowl his next ball. That's hit onto the leg side for a boundary. That was a wonderful shot from Hussain. Went in the deep mid area for a 4. A single of the very next ball. The good thing is at least the Tigers are keeping the scoreboard moving. But they have to kind of pick up the pace, start scoring at a brisk pace now. Ball into the 5th over. I'm sorry, 5th ball of 3rd over. Pushed into the fine leg area for a single. So we have Hussain who's batting on 29 for now, and Salim who has scored a single of the 2 balls that he has faced. Iqbal towards the last ball of his third over. And that was slightly hit on the offside. No runs on that ball. And that brings an end of the 10th over. We are halfway through the first innings and the score stands at 67 on the loss of 2 wickets for Tigers. That red camp is the place where they have the pavilion for the team Tigers. The next over, all set to be bowled. The first ball has been slightly pushed on the back foot, back into the hands of the bowler, Anwar. Anwar did bowl a very impressive first over, giving away just 1 run. The next ball slightly pushed on the leg side. The keeper goes and gathers the ball. That got another 1 run for the total of Tigers. Hussain is on strike for now. I beg your pardon. The strike was changed and Salim is on strike. He's on his personal score of 1 run. Anwar bowls the next ball. That has been hit on the leg side for a single by Salim, bringing Hussain on strike, who's wonderfully batting so far on a personal score of 29. Anwar set into bowl the next ball. That was a pedal sweep and pushed in the fine leg area for a wonderful boundary. Well, this boundary was long awaited, and I'm sure it's going to build up the morale of the batsman on the crease. And it brings Hussain on 33 and the team score for Team Tigers on 73. Here's Anwar coming in to bowl the 5th ball. The batsman comes onto the front foot, Hussain, and hits it hard on the leg side for a wonderful 6 over long on area. That was out of the ground. That was a magnificent shot from Hussain. We need to see more of these in the match now. Well, Anwar has been quite economical in the first over, giving away just 1 run, but his 5 deliveries in this over has yielded 11 runs. Here's Anwar to bowl his last ball of the 2nd over. Batsman pushes it. And that's a catch out. The fielder on the leg side takes a catch. And Hussain departs. That's really sad, especially after we saw that Hussain was hitting the ball really hard and fine. And losing his wicket at this point of the match can be quite crucial for Tigers. He was a set batsman. And losing a set batsman at right in the middle of the innings can be quite devastating for any team. But this gives an opportunity to next batsman to come up in the middle and show his caliber. Let's see who's the next batsman in the middle. And with the last previous ball, Anwar also completed his second over. Well, the next batsman is Ali. He's at the non-striking end. That's a huge appeal from the LBW for LBW by the bowler Siddiqui, but not outgiven by the umpire. Salim is batting on 2, and Ali still needs to face a ball. Siddiqui into the third ball of his first over. Oh, that's wonderfully hit on the leg side for a 4 by Salim. That was a real classy shot played on the leg side by Salim. Just went down on his knees and whacked the ball hard. There's still a lot of balls deliveries to be delivered in the first innings. So Tigers have to ensure that I put up a decent total for the Vikings to chase. Siddiqui all set to bowl the next ball. Straight, missed the bat. Straight to the keeper for no runs. The next ball, slightly defensive shot on the leg side, straight into the hands of the fielder after a couple of bounces. No runs on that. The next ball has been hit wonderfully on the offside. Went to the fielder at the boundary in the offside for another single. And that brings an end to the over. That's the end of the 12 over. At the end of the 12 over, the score stands at 84 for 3. You can see that there's a lot of wind blowing across the ground over here. And who's bowling the next over? Is the Vikings still gonna? Yeah, the Vikings are still sticking to the spinners, with Anwar bowling the next ball. That has been lofted high into the air. That lands in the no man's land. Next ball of the over. Batsman tries to drive it, but into the hands of the fielder, getting no runs for the team. Ali is on strike. The next ball again goes into the hands of the bowler. No runs on that as well. Anwar has been bowling pretty decent so far. The next ball slightly pushed under the offside for a single by Ali. With that, Ali opens his account and brings Salim on strike, who's batting on 8 with the help of one boundary. Anwar bowls the next ball. That's hit hard on the offside in the cover area for a wonderful boundary, and that's a 4. That brings the score of Salim to 12 and the team score to 90. Anwar bowling the last ball of his third over. No runs on that ball. That brings an end to the 13 overs, and the score stands at 90 at the loss of 3 wickets. Well, you can see it's a beautiful background over here. Lots of greenery, lots of trees, and you can see some kite flying happening as well in the background. A beautiful location for the game of cricket to be played. So here we are into the next over. Vikings sticking to the spin. A single being taken off the first ball of the 14th over. That's another single by Ali on the next ball. Well, the batsmen are ensuring that they keep the scoreboard moving. But if they have to put up a big total, they need to kind of start hitting it hard now. Well, so far, 3 balls have been bowled into this over by Siddiqui. The batsman has hit the next ball between the point and the cover for a single. Well, Rashid Ali is on strike. Siddiqui approaching the end of his second over. That was slightly on the leg side. Hit on the leg side. The keeper ran and fetched the ball. That has added another single to the total. So Siddiqui has yielded 10 runs of the 2 overs that he has bowled so far. And the team score for Tigers at the end of 14 overs stands at 95 for the loss of 3 wickets. That's the beginning of the next over. No runs on the first ball. Anwar is bowling his fourth over now. So I believe with this, he's going to be completing his entire quota of 4 overs. The next ball pushed into the covers for a single. Well, considering it's a T20, I believe Anwar has been quite economical so far. He has given 19 runs of the 3.2 overs that he has bowled so far, and he has picked up a 1 wicket as well. The next ball hit onto the leg side. The batsman runs a quick single. That brings Ali on strike. The next ball straight into the hands of the fielder on the offside. But that was a quite cheeky single taken by the batsman. The scoreboard is moving, and it's at 98 at the loss of 3 wickets in 14.4 overs now. Well, that's another single of the next ball. Well, at least there are no dot balls. The batsmen are keeping the scoreboard moving, but they need to kind of pick up the pace from here. They just have like 5 overs left after this particular delivery. That's the last ball being bowled of this over. The ball pushed onto the offside. The batsman takes a couple of runs. That's gone for a boundary. That's gone for a boundary, adding 4 runs to the total of Tigers. And at the end of 15 overs, the score is 103 for the loss of 3 wickets. Salim has been batting on 16 of 17 balls with 2 boundaries, and Ali has been steady on 10 runs of the 11 balls that he has faced, hitting 1 boundary. Well, from here we have 30 more balls, 5 more overs left in the Tigers innings. The projected score from here at the current run rate is around 145. So let's see how Tigers take it from here for the next 5 overs. So that's the start of the 16th over, a single of the first ball. Siddiqui bowling his 3rd over. That was moving towards the 3rd man area, but didn't go that far, straight into the hands of the fielder for a single. Well, 2 balls have been delivered so far in this over. Siddiqui coming in to deliver the 3rd one. Straight to the keeper. No runs on that occasion. The score still stays at 106, the loss of 3 wickets. Siddiqui onto the 4th ball. The next ball of Sorry, that was the third ball of the over. So far, after 15.3 overs, the score is 1-1-3 at the loss of 3 wickets. No runs at the next ball as well from Siddiqui. Hit towards the long on. The next delivery has been pushed onto the long on for a single. Here's Anwar coming down to bowl the next fifth delivery of this over. Pushed towards the fine leg for a single. It's been a couple of runs. That was a run out. The batsman, the non-striking end, couldn't reach the crease on time. The player from the fine leg position threw the ball at the right time, and that ended up being taking a wicket off the batsman at the non-striking end. So here's a run out, and the Tigers have lost their next wicket. So that's been disappointing. So Tigers have lost their fourth wicket now, and the score is 116 at the loss of 4 wickets. And it's the 16th over being bowled for now. Third over now. No run of the last ball of the 16th over. Sheikh is the new batsman in after the previous wicket. And the score is 116 at the loss of 4 wickets at the end of 16 overs. Well, Anwar has bowled his entire quota of 4 overs, giving away 26 runs and taking 1 wicket. Siddiqui has bowled 3 overs for 23 runs with no wickets. Let's see who is brought into the attack by the Viking Warriors now. Well, it's a really vibrant and colorful atmosphere over here. Quite a few people dropping in now. Got music playing in the background. Players are doing a good job on the field. So I believe everyone who's watching the match over here, the ground, or on YouTube are having a good time. And just to let you guys know again that this broadcast is thanks. The official broadcaster is Fargate 360 Sports. All right, that's the beginning of the next over, 17th over, being bowled by Khan. Khan has bowled 2 overs till now for 18 runs. The next ball pushed onto the leg side for 1 run, bringing Ali on strike, who's batting on 12. But it's just like 4 overs left from here, so they have to make sure that they kind of set their arms loose, try to put in as much score as possible on the scorecard. The next ball hit onto the offside for a single. That brings Sheikh on the batting side, on the striking end. Well, we see Khan has bowled 2.2 overs till now, giving away 20 runs. So he has been slightly expensive. The next ball goes directly into the hands of the keeper. No runs for the batting side. Khan has been keeping it good so far in this over. That ball just went onto the offside. 4 balls have been bowled in this over so far, and they have been quite economical. Here's Khan with the 5th ball of this over. The batsman gets onto the front foot, hits it in the cover region. Sorry, that was between the point and the gully, and that has gone for a 4 over there. A much needed boundary for the Tigers. Getting another 4 runs for Ali and for the team Tigers. The next ball from Khan gets 1 run for the batting team. That's the end of the 17th over, and the total for Tigers is 124 at the loss of 4 wickets. Well, Khan has bowled his 3 overs for 26 runs. Siddiqui has bowled his 3 overs for 23. Ali is batting well on 18 runs of 16 balls, and Sheikh is on 2 runs. Okay, so we have the next bowler. We're ready to bowl the 18th over of the innings. It's Siddiqui. Hit hard on the leg side by the batsman for a single. Well, one thing that we have noticed that Viking Warriors have been quite good in the field so far. The fielding has been pretty decent. And in this format of the game, you have to be sure that you are on your toes all the time. Don't miss out on any catches, on any chances. The next ball again hit on the leg side, straight into the hands of the fielder. That was a single run. Next ball was slightly on the offside, not being given a wide. The next ball of the over fetches 1 run for the batting team. The team score for the Tigers 127 at the loss of 5 wickets. Sorry, the previous ball just yielded a wicket for the team Tigers. That was entirely missed over here. So the fifth wicket has fallen. Siddiqui picks up his first wicket, and the score is 127 for 5 in 17.3 overs. The next batsman on crease is Gill. Well, there are relatively two new batsmen on the crease now. Sheikh has just scored 3 of the 5 balls that he has faced, and Gill is a new batsman coming in. So Siddiqui with the next ball. Down the leg thigh. And that was a boundary. That's a boundary. That must be quite encouraging for the batting team. This is what they needed. This is what they need more. That's an appeal for LBW, and that has been given out by the umpire. So Sheikh departs with that. Well, the bowling was slightly jittery the previous delivery, but after that, Siddiqui did pretty well to come back and take the wicket of Sheikh, given LBW out on the personal score of 3. The Tigers have lost their 6 wickets with this, and the score is 132 at the loss of 6 wickets after 17.4 overs. So from here, the projected score looks like 153. I guess anything in the excess of 150 can be a good total, but depending upon how the bowling department does for the Tigers. So we have Siddiqui bowling the 5th ball of his last over. He has already picked up 2 wickets. Well, Iqbal is a new batsman who took the first run of the first ball that he faced. And that brings Gill on strike. Siddiqui bowling the last ball of the over. Hit wonderfully on the leg side for... No, it's straight into the hands of the fielder. Getting 1 run for the batting team. Taking the team total to 134 at the loss of 6 wickets in 18 overs. Well, the bowling has been pretty decent so far, I guess. The bowlers and the fielders have done a decent job. Well, you can see around a lot of kids around the ground over here, just chilling, relaxing, playing some games. Football is a very famous game over here. But I hope after this series, even cricket will be really picked up by a lot of local youth as well. Well, the first delivery of the 19th over, hit by the batsman for a single. Khan is bowling the 19th over, and he's into the 4th over of his personal space. Well, the next ball has been hit to the long off area for a single. Well, the bowlers have kept quite a tight line. They have done done well so far, the Viking Warrior bowlers. The next ball misses the bat, goes into the hands of the keeper. No runs yielded on that occasion. The score is still 136 at the loss of 6 wickets in 18.3 overs. The next ball, the batsman tries to make some contact with the bat, but the ball stays over there. The bowler tries to run across, tries to grab the ball and run out the batsman, but hasn't been successful in doing that. But the batting team gets 1 run on that occasion. Here's Khan coming to deliver the 5th ball. The ball pretty much stays over there after getting connected with the bat. The batsmen are not able to connect the ball that well with the bat. They just got a single of this last delivery. After being a bit expensive initially, Khan has done well to give away just 29 runs so far in the 3.5 overs. That's the last ball of his spell. The batsman tries to whack the bat, but couldn't make contact with the ball. And that's the end of the spell from Siddiqui. He has given out 33 runs in his 4 overs, and the team total for Tigers is 138 for 6 at the end of 19 overs. Well, it's been quite a decent effort from the Vikings so far. They have restricted Tigers to 138 for 6 in 19 overs. So Tigers just have 6 more balls to face and try to set up a decent total for the Vikings to chase. We've got Iqbal and Gill on the crease. Iqbal playing on 3 and Gill on 2. Siddiqui completed his quota of 4 overs, 33 runs, taking away 2 wickets, and Khan completing his spell of 4 overs by giving away 29 runs. So we have the last over coming up. So Zaid Iqbal bowling the second ball, the last over. That has been misfielded by the fielder, and as a result of that, the batting team gets a couple of runs. So Zaid Iqbal, he is bowling the last over for the Vikings. He's given away 19 runs so far in 3.2 overs at the economy of 5.7 and has taken 1 wicket as well. So that's quite a decent figure, I can say. That ball has been completely missed by the batsman. Batsman tries to swing the bat but couldn't get a contact with the ball. Goes to the wicket keeper straight away. No runs for the batting team. So 3 more deliveries to be bowled in this innings. Zaid Iqbal has been doing a good job as a bowler till now. That's a good shot from the batsman. Lands between the two fielders. Gets 1 run for the batting team. The second last ball of the innings. Hit by the batsman straight down the ground, but held by the fielder at the boundary, much inside the boundary, giving away 1 run. Is the last ball of the innings. The batsman tries to whack the bat, but completely misses the bat, goes to the hands of the keeper, and that brings an end to the innings of Tigers. And the Tiger end up their innings at 143 at the loss of 6 wickets. So Viking Warriors need 144 runs in 20 overs to win this match. So we'll be back after a short break. All right, so we are back with the second innings now. Time for Viking Warriors to take the center stage and try chasing the total that has been set by the Team Tigers. We have the batsmen Qureshi and Huck for the Viking Warriors. Qureshi is taking the strike. Huck is at the non-striking end. And Sheikh to open the bowling for Tigers. So here's the first delivery of the second innings. Slightly on the offside, and that has been declared as a wide by the umpire. So still the first legal delivery has not yet been bowled. And the scoreboard has moved to 1. The Sheikh coming on to bowl the next delivery. That's taken a nick off the bat and gone across to the third man for a boundary. That brings in the first boundary for the Team for the Team Vikings. And the score is 5 of 1 ball. Sheikh coming on to bowl the next ball. That has been hit on the leg side. There's no player. Okay, yeah, there's a player over there. And the batsman takes a single. Changes the strike. Brings Huck on strike. Move to his next ball. Well left by the batsman. Straight into the hands of the keeper. No runs off it. The Sheikh coming in to bowl the fourth ball. The batsman not able to get the shot correct. The ball stays close to the pitch. No runs off it. This is the next ball. The batsman not able to connect the ball that well. Goes into the hands of the fielders. No runs of that. Well, Sheikh has been quite decent so far after the first wide that he bowled. He's been able to maintain a decent line and length. And here's Sheikh with the last ball of the first over. Slightly pushed onto the leg side. The fielder gets it and goes for a single. Well, that's the end of the first over as well. And the score is 7 at the loss of no wickets for Viking Warriors. Qureshi has been batting on 5 runs of the 2 balls that he has faced. That included a boundary. And Huck has been batting on 1 of the 4 balls that he has faced. So Huck is on strike for the second over. That's the first ball of the second over. Pushed through as a fine leg for a single. We have Sadiq back with us in the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Rishi, for welcoming me once again. You've been doing a good job today, alongside the broadcasting team, Farga 360. They've been doing a wonderful job in covering all these matches today. This is the fourth match today. Appeal for Kottabihan, and he's gone.
That's the first wicket for the gone down for the Viking Warriors.
It's gone down after 1.3 overs. It's 8 for 1.
And Qureshi is the man to go. Well, Vikings have lost a wicket quite early in their chase. So let's see how they strategize themselves, how they approach the target from here.
Well, Rishi, what do you think about the target 143 for 6? What the Tigers made, since we saw in the first match, the 190 was very, it proved to be a big total, and it proved to be more than enough for the NCF cricket team. Do you think this target is even chaseable? I mean, the team Warriors can chase it, or whether do you think the Tigers can defend it?
Well, definitely what I think is like this target of 144 is very much chaseable, but just depends upon how the openers try to settle themselves in, and how they build onto their innings in the initial phase of their batting. So what I feel in short is like 143 is definitely, it's very much a chaseable target.
Well, we'll wait and see whether it is or not. Good bowling again. Brilliant shot for 4 runs again. I mean, even though they have lost their first wicket very early, they're not going to let themselves be pressurized by the other team. So they want to show their aggression, and they want to show that they can chase this target down. Brilliant scenes out here in Ekeberg Cricket Ground, as people are enjoying themselves, outside in this beautiful weather. They're flying the kites on. Very good ball. I mean, very good shot. To the leg side, to the mid wicket for 4 runs. By Ahmed. Great bouncer. Very good comeback by Sheikh. He was hit for a boundary of the last ball, but this time he came back very well with the short ball. Once again, short ball again. It's 20 for 1 after 3 overs. The Vikings are 20 for 1 after 3 overs. Ihtisham Haq is batting on 2 of 5. Ahmed is batting on 10 of 9 with one boundary and a boundary and a 6. Start of the 4th over. First ball has been bowled. It was Hussain to Ihtisham Haq. A single run taken down the leg side. "123 runs required to win off 101 balls." It's pretty much chaseable. But what the batting side needs to do is to build a partnership and not to lose wickets in quick succession. Take down the square leg for a single run only. Well, Rishi, you had a break only, and I was talking about to the viewers about whether the batting line is capable of chasing this target, and what I think, like since we have been talking about it all the day, the very important point, I mean, very important thing about chasing this score down, I guess, is to just let the scoreboard ticking and just take singles and doubles. It's not that big of a target. It's only 143.
Yeah, exactly,
United States.
Sadik. Yeah, that's what I see. I mean, all they need to keep doing as of now is just kind of keep it to like 6 runs and over. Don't lose any wickets from here, and all they have to chase is just like 144 runs in 20 overs. So even from here, just make sure don't lose any wickets. Keep on making at least 6 runs and over, and they'll be pretty much well at par with the score the Tigers have set for them. Right now, we see that Ahmed is batting. He's kind of pretty steady, playing on 11. He's moved on to 12 now. So we hope that these two kind of hang around, just try to go as far as possible, try to bring Warriors as close as possible to the target. Well, so far we have seen that Sheikh and Hussein, they both have almost bowled like 2 overs apiece. Sheikh has gone for 15 runs in his 2 overs, and Hussein has gone for 10 runs in the 2 overs that he has bowled, and he has taken a wicket as well. So it's been a nice bowling effort from the bowlers so far, but they have to kind of contain the Warriors, and keep on taking wickets as well at the same time.
Oh, trying to hit it to the mid wicket for a big shot, and it's gone past the wicket keeper, and it still has gone for 6 runs.
There's been a good shot from the bat of Ahmed, who moves on to 18 with this 6. Well, his strike rate has definitely improved with this particular shot. He's gone on to score 18 of the 13 balls with 1 4 and 2 6s.
Trying to hit it for a big 6. He's missed it completely. Brilliant shot through the middle wicket for a big 6. That was an interesting shot.
A great shot from Ahmed. That's a third 6 from his bat, and takes his score to 24. That was a mighty blow from his bat, I must say. Well, I'm sure Sheikh is going to be under quite a lot of pressure after the 6 of Ahmed. He still has 3 more deliveries to bowl in this over. The batsman tries to swing his bat again, but the ball misses the bat, goes into the gloves of the keeper. No runs on this ball.
Well, Sheikh has been quite expensive if you see, Rishi. He's given away 27 runs in 2.4 overs, which is not what the Tigers need at this moment. They need to keep the batsmen under pressure in order to make sure that they do not chase this low total.
That's an appeal for LBW, but nobody in the outfield seemed that excited except the bowler. So what I believe is like maybe they need to take Sheikh. They need to give him a break after this over. Try to get in a new bowler. Let's see if that kind of changes the fortune for Tigers.
Do you think they need to try on a spin early on at this moment, Rishi?
Well, I guess they can actually take a gamble with the spinner. The fast bowlers have not been able to contain the Viking Warriors, so probably a spinner could be a good bet, or at least a change in bowling has to be there after this over. Because what we see over here is like they have already scored 37 in the first 5 overs. And the only way Tigers could actually contain them is to take some wickets from here.
Great bouncer, trying to get his quick single. Denied by the fielder, but I think that's gone over. That's gone for a boundary of an overthrow. That was a costly throw. Again, trying to take a quick single and trying to put pressure back onto the bowling side. The batsmen of the the last of the first wicket, which was very early on in the innings, and they have batted really well. These two, Ahmed and Ihtisham. I mean, especially Ahmed, who's made 24 of 18, and the partnership is now 34 between these two. Well, Ihtisham has been not looking good. Too good, because he has made 5 of 10 balls. So it doesn't look like he has got a good start. He tried to hit it.
Oh, the next ball straight away lands into the hands of the fielder. And that's a wicket. Another wicket down for the Viking Warriors. And I believe Ahmed has gone for a score of 24.
Well, he was exciting to watch, yeah. I would have liked him to bat
Like
6 to 8 more overs. He could have taken, his team to a victory. But, that was, that was quite a risky shot from him, to be honest. After having a 4 by, one run of 2 ball, 5 runs of 2 balls of the first 2 balls of Hussain. He just needed to, take single and rotate the strike instead of, going for biggies.
Well, that certainly was a wrong shot at this point of time. I mean, he was going pretty decent, had scored around 24 of the 18 balls with 3 mighty blows across the boundary. So what he had to do was, he had to stay on the pitch at least for a few more overs, just to kind of give them a more solid base to actually build up on. But he has gone down with a score both saying 42. And then, the Viking Warriors still requiring 102 of 87 balls. So it's not a tough target as such, but they just need somebody to hang around. They need a couple of batsmen to build up on the partnerships and take them home from there.
And once again, another challenge gone down.
Yep.
I don't know what has happened to Viking Warriors. They've been doing so good. They lost another wicket. I think the pressure is onto them instantly, and they just got another chance, Ihtisham now was trying to hit a biggie.
Mahmood is the next batsman. And Hussain is bowling his 3rd over. Well, that's a wide down the leg side. Slightly pushed out of the offside. No run off that ball.
Once again, trying to take a quick single through the offside, but denied by fielder. And after 6 overs, it's 44 for 2.
Well, the score at the end of 6 overs at 44 at the loss of 2 wickets. Huck is batting on 6 runs of the 11 balls that he had faced. Mahmood still needs to open his account. Well, they have maintained a healthy run rate so far, Viking Warriors. All they need is just 100 runs now off the 84 balls. So they just have to make sure that they don't lose any wicket from here. Just build up on the partnerships. That's going to be the key for them. Well, that's a nice shot from the batsman. Caught by the fielder on the boundary for a couple of runs. That's Gill who's bowling his first over now for the Viking Warriors. I'm sorry, for the Tigers. That's Gill coming in to bowl the second ball of his first over. That well connected with the bat, and that has gone all the way. That was high and handsome, just out of the boundary for a wonderful 6 over long off. That was a mighty blow from Huck. I'm sure shots like these actually bring down the morale of the bowler, but it's a class of the bowler that actually helps him in bringing himself back into the match. That was another bouncer from the bowler, from Gill to Huck. The next ball slightly pushed towards third man by Huck for a single. Well, Mahmood and Huck, they need to kind of build on a partnership from here. They've already have the partnership of 11 runs. Just make sure they keep on building onto this. Viking Warriors are fighting it hard now. They are on 53 in the loss of 2 wickets in 6.4 overs. There's the next ball from Gill. Remains on the offside, picked up by the fielder close to the stumps. No runs on that occasion. That was the last ball of the over. Slightly nudged, goes past the keeper for a single. That brings an end to the 7th over, and the score is 54 in the loss of 2 wickets for Viking Warriors. Well, that the first over from Gill yielded 10 runs. And now I believe it's Hussain who's going to be coming back. Let's see if Vikings bring a change to their bowling attack now. That's pushed on the offside for a single. Huck is on the strike. Huck is on the striking end. Scored 15 runs off 16 balls. The bowler is Ahmed. They've gone for the first. They've gone for a change. Vikings have brought in Ahmed. Happens to be a spinner. That has been hit towards the fine leg. Pushed into the offside for a couple of runs. Now it's just a single. Good fielding from the Tigers. From here, what I believe that it's going to be a close match. I wish it's a close match. The next ball, batsman hits it on the leg side. Throws it back for a single. The next ball is slightly pushed into the gully region for a couple of runs. And the fielder sends it back, hits the stump. Let's see if that's a run out. No, it's not a run out. No. The batsman is safe. And the end of 8 overs. The score is 60 at the loss of 2 wickets. The start of the 9th over. The first ball from Gill. And another run added to the total of Viking Warriors. Gill is into his 2nd over now. And so far he has given 11 runs in his 1.1 over. The next ball is a wide. Adds another to the total of Viking Warriors. Here's Gill coming to deliver the next ball. Hit onto the offside for a single. The good thing is at least the batsmen are rotating the strike, but at some point of time they'll have to kind of start accelerating the things. Step up on the accelerator, start making more runs. That has been hit hard, but the player in the point region catches it, holds it. No runs on that occasion as well. Gill with the fourth ball of his over. That's way down the offside, called as a wide by the umpire. Well, this is something that all the guys need to work on, like they need to maintain a decent line and length, avoid giving any kind of extras, which can be a huge problem later on. That's another ball on the offside. The batsman has gone for a 4 down the third man area. So that's another boundary. 4 runs to the added to the total of Viking Warriors. The next ball is slightly pushed onto the offside. The player in the cover region, I'm sorry, in the point region catches the ball. No run on that ball. Gill has gone for 18 runs so far in 1.5 overs that he has bowled, and here he's coming down to bowl the last ball of his second over. Push to the man around the third man region, between third man and deep point area for a single. Well, with with the last delivery, the ninth over comes to an end, and the score for Viking Warriors is 68 at the loss of 2 wickets. We got Mahmood, who's batting on 6 runs of the 8 balls that he has faced, and Huck batting on 22 runs of 23 balls, and he has hit a 4 and a 6. Well, from here, the partnership between Mahmood and Huck has been for 26 runs, trying to steady the ship for Viking Warriors. The first ball of the 10th over has gone for a single. Well, all they need is like 75 runs from 65 balls now. The target doesn't look that hard for them. It's just like they need to kind of make sure that they don't lose any wicket from here. That's Ahmed bowling this over. Hit hard towards down the leg side for a couple of runs. The scoreboard moves to 70. Well, Huck looks pretty settled now on the crease. He has scored 23 runs. He hasn't looked uncomfortable so far on the pitch. So hope on that the Vikings might be hoping that he goes ahead and scores a brilliant knock and takes them home. Well, Mahmood pushes the next ball for a single and brings Huck on strike. Ahmed is all set to bowl the last ball of his second over. And the batsman leaves the ball, goes into the hands of the keeper. That brings an end to the 10th over. We are halfway through the Viking Warriors innings, and the score is 72 at the loss of 2 wickets. From here, they need 72 runs more of another 60 balls, which looks very much possible, very much within the reach. So the only thing the Tigers can do from here is to take wickets, because taking wickets is going to hold the key for the Tigers if they want to win this match. Well, the 11th over is about to start now. Yeah, there are some field placements being put into place right now, and the bowler is set to start off his next over. The first ball, and that has been hit towards the deep mid, long on area, between long on area and deep mid wicket, and straight into the hands of the fielder for a wonderful catch. And with that, Mahmood has lost his wicket, and Viking Warriors have lost their third wicket. So the match is kind of quite evenly poised at this point of time. The match could go either way. Well, that was a wonderful piece of fielding from the Viking Warriors. That was a brilliantly taken catch in the deep. And the scoreboard has moved on to 72 at the loss of 3 wickets in 10.1 over. Wasim Ahmed has been the change in bowling, like who took the wicket off his very first ball. So he did the trick for the Viking Warriors this time. So here's Ahmed with the second ball. No runs scored on that occasion. And with that, Huck has moved on to personal score of 27 off the 28 balls. And the next batsman in is Siddiqui. Still has to face the ball. Wasim Ahmed has been doing pretty well so far. Given away 5 runs in the first 4 balls that he has bowled and has taken a wicket. That was hit on the leg side. That was a diving effort from the fielder, but I believe, yeah, it has crossed the boundary. The fielder couldn't contain the ball and then stopped the ball, and it just went on to cross the boundary for a 4. And Siddiqui has opened his account with a boundary. Here's Ahmed with the last ball of his first over. That was too much of a wide on the offside. Given a wide by the umpire. The batsman tries to sweep it down on the leg side. The player ends up, the fielder is able to stop that this time, but couldn't stop the batsman from taking a couple of runs here. So that brings us to the end of the 11th over. And the score is 84 and the loss of 3 wickets. Well, Ahmed, he has given 12 runs in the one over that he has bowled. has taken 1 wicket. Well, Huck is going quite stable as of now. He scored 28 runs of 29 balls, and Siddiqui has been slightly fast. He's just faced like 2 balls, but with the help of a boundary, he has made 6 runs. So now it's the beginning of the 12th over. The ball slightly pushed offside for a quick single. That was a smart single from the Viking Warriors. S. Ahmed is bowling his third over now. He has bowled 2.1 over so far for 11 runs. Again, the batsman tries to push it on the offside. The fielder in the cover area gets hold of the ball. No runs this time. The scoreboard remains unchanged. Here's Ahmed with the next delivery. The batsman hits it on the leg side for a quick single, and the strike is changed. And that brings Huck on strike. Well, the next ball had been slightly hit in the leg side region for another single. Well, Huck and Siddiqui are making sure that they keep on taking the scoreboard. They keep on taking singles and keep hitting occasional boundary here and there. The target run rate is just 7 and over, which is very much achievable on this particular ground. Here, the batsman goes slightly in the back foot and hits it across to the fielder on the deep offside for a single. So right now it's the end of 12 overs and the score is 88 on the loss of 3 wickets. From here, all the Viking Warriors need to win is 56 runs off the remaining 48 balls. So let's see in whose favor the match starts tilting from here on. So W. Ahmed to start off with his next over. The bowler trying to make some changes in the field here. Sorry, the new bowler is Salim, a right-hand medium bowler. Siddiqui is has faced the first ball from Salim. Scored no run of it. The second ball is a dot ball as well. The bat has been swung hard. The ball to the edge and went all the way down to the third man region for a boundary over here. So that adds a total of 4 to the team total and brings it up to 92. Siddiqui batting over here on 12 runs with 2 boundaries of 9 balls, and Huck batting on 30 of 31 balls. Well, Salim has bowled 3 balls so far for 4 runs. Here's the next one from Salim. No runs on that occasion. Oh, that missed. The ball didn't get connected with the bat. The batsman misses it altogether. No run on that occasion as well. Good bowling from Salim. Well, he has been able to contain the batsman till now, just given away 4 runs in the first 5 balls that he has bowled till now. Here's Salim. Bowled it on the offside. The batsman pushes it slightly. The player on the point region gets hold of the ball. And a single run fetched on that occasion. So that brings us to the end of the 13th over, and the score is 93 for the loss of 3 wickets. Well, Ahmed has bowled 3 overs till now for 14 runs, and Salim has bowled 1 over for 5 runs. Let's see who the next bowler is. The first ball of the next over from S. Ahmed gets hit on the leg side for a single run. The next ball is slightly hit on the point region for a single, a slow kind of shot, good enough to rotate the strike. Siddiqui batting over here on 14 runs and Huck on 31. The next ball slightly pushed onto the leg side for a single. The bat trying to stop the other guy, the partner from the run. Yeah, it's safe. The next ball from S. Ahmed. That's a defensive shot from Huck of the bowling of S. Ahmed. Ahmed has quite a decent bowling statistics as of now. He has just given 17 runs of the 3.4 overs that he has bowled so far. That's the next ball, cut by the batsman on the offside, well fielded by the player in the deep. Couple of runs here. The scoreboard is 98 for 3. The last ball of this over. That's bounced on the leg side. The batsman misses it. The keeper misses it. It goes all the way down for a boundary. That was really unfortunate. It was a wide and a boundary. So 5 runs added to the total, and Vikings get an additional ball as well. Is Ahmed Boat trying to bowl the last ball of his over? And that has been cut towards the third man for another boundary. So 2 consecutive boundaries for the Vikings. And that has really pushed up the score. And at the end of 14 overs, Viking Warriors are 107 at the loss of 3 wickets. Well, I must say, they are really getting very close to the total. All they need now is 37 runs off the remaining 36 balls. They still have 7 wickets in hand. So it shouldn't be a tough chase for them unless they really commit some kind of harakiri and start losing wickets from here. So they just stick around, just keep rotating the strikes, and I'm sure they should be well home with this kind of performance. Well, the 15th over is just about to start. And Tigers will really have to think something to break this partnership, which has made 35 runs so far. They need to take wickets if they have to win this game. They have to take wickets, try to get more dot balls. It's A. Salim who's bowling the next 16th over. I'm sorry, it's the 15th over. And a run of the first ball. That has been hit. That has scooped into the fine leg region for another couple of runs. Well, the score is 109 in 14.2 overs. There's Salim with the next ball. That's been a quick single, yeah. Quickly hit in the point region, and the batsman runs for a single. So brings down the total to 110. Next ball slightly pushed into the leg side for a single. The player misfields it, and that allows the batsman to take another 1 run. So 2 runs of this delivery. And the score has moved on to 112. The next ball's outside the off, very much outside the off. The umpire declares it to be a wide down the offside. Another 1 run added to the total of Viking Warriors, and they get additional ball as well. That's it down the third man by the batsman, and helps in moving the scoreboard. The Viking Warrior batsmen are kind of playing it quite safe over here. They know that they have a pretty achievable target in front of them now. The next ball has been swung hard to the leg side. Another couple of runs added to the total. So the score at the end of 15 overs is 116 at the loss of 3 wickets. Huck playing brilliantly on 41 of 38 balls with 3 boundaries and a 6. And Siddiqui hanging in around over there with 19 runs off 17 balls. So from here, the partnership has gone on to 44, and Viking Warriors need just 28 runs off 30 balls to win this match. The target run rate is just around 5. So that's quite achievable. That's quite achievable on this particular ground. And Huck and the Siddiqui, they both look pretty settled on the crease as of now. Well, as Ahmed, he has completed his quota of 4 overs. He has bowled his entire spell, given away 28 runs, taken no wickets. There's Salim, who has given 14 runs in the 2 overs that he has bowled so far. Well, the next ball has been sent down the fence for a boundary. So Iqbal is the new bowler. He's bowling his first ball and has been hit for a boundary of the very first ball that he has bowled. That's been hit for a single. So the batsmen, the Viking Warrior batsmen, are ensuring that they keep the scoreboard moving. There's hardly any dot ball around the corner. So at this rate, they should be well home very comfortably. Well, from here, the Viking Warriors just need 22 runs off 28 balls to win this match. The batsman hits it on the leg side for another run. Well, we can see at this point of time, both Huck and Siddiqui, they are very easily rotating the strike. The bowlers have not been able to be that effective for now because the partnership has crossed the half-century mark. It's been a partnership of 51 runs between Huck and Siddiqui. They've tried the different bowling combinations, but still haven't been able to break this partnership. But here's Iqbal bowling the next delivery. The batsman pushes it onto the leg side, but the player gets hold of it. No runs off it. Iqbal coming on to bowl the next ball. Down the offside. That was quite wide and signaled by the umpire to be a wide. Another 1 run added to the total and additional ball that Tigers need to bowl now. The next ball directly hit to the fielder. No runs on that occasion. that occasion, the batsman gets onto the front foot, hits it towards the long on area for a single. And that brings an end to the 16th over, and the score is 125 at the loss of 3 wickets for Viking Warriors. Well, Huck has been brilliant in his innings so far, the way he has placed his shots. He has scored 47 runs for now, 47 runs in 43 balls. He's been quite steady. He has hit 4 boundaries and a mighty 6 as well. And then it's Siddiqui who has been giving him a good company, and he has scored 20 runs on of the 18 balls that he has faced. So from here, the match is kind of getting pretty close and looks pretty much relatively tilted towards the Viking Warriors. They need 19 runs off the 24 balls. So usually at this point of time, the match kind of starts tilting in the batsman's side because they still have 7 more wickets. They just need to make sure that they don't lose their way from here. Has started from here, and we have Sadiq as well back with us in the commentary box. So Sheikh is bowling his 4th over now. That's the last over of his spell. He has gone for 31 runs. He has been pretty expensive so far. 9.79, that has been his economy rate. Let's see what he does from here in the remaining 5 deliveries that he needs to bowl. Here's a Sheikh. And that has been hit well by the batsman. And the leg side. Let's see if that has gone for a boundary. It's been a single of that ball.
Well, Rishi, thank you very much once again for welcoming me. Did we just have another wicket?
I just see that a wicket has fallen off the last ball. Sorry.
Ihtisham ul Haq is goal for 51, caught by Ali. It's 129 for 4 after 16.2 overs. This has been a brilliant innings by the Viking Warriors. They have made sure that they haven't rushed through with their batting. Ihtisham ul Haq has been a standout performer today for them with 151 to his name. He made sure that his team go, over the line. I mean, he did lose his wicket at the end, but they only need a few runs at this stage, so it's not gonna be that much. There is no trouble at all for the Viking Warriors. They just need to, make sure that they get singles and doubles of these balls, last balls. It's not high. They need only 14 runs.
Just need 15 more runs off the 22 remaining balls. And Sheikh is into his 4th over.
He has been quite expensive with the 1 wicket he has taken. Apart from that, he has been, I guess, expensive. Was she?
Well, though he has taken the prize wicket of Huck, who was batting quite brilliantly on 51. But then, apart from that, he has been quite expensive in his spell. And considering the fact that they don't have that big a score to defend, so I guess he had to be more economical as well. But let's see how it goes.
Well, maybe it wasn't his day today, Rishi. What do you say about that?
Definitely. I mean, I can't really point only towards Sheikh, but even Iqbal has gone for 9 runs in the 1 over that he has bowled. And looking at that, the batting team, the Viking Warriors seem to be cruising towards the total now. All they need is just 14 runs off the 19 balls, and they still have 6 more wickets. So, of course, if Tigers are able to pick up a couple of wickets from here, they might take it down to the wire, or else it's Viking Warriors all the way from here, I believe.
Rishi, if you have a look at the bowling card, you see Hussain, who has bowled 3 overs, has given away 13 runs and taken 2 wickets. He's bowled pretty well, and then there is Ahmed, who has bowled well as well. And Wakas has gone, has bowled 1 over, has gone for 12 runs and he has taken 1 wicket. Sufyan Salim has bowled well. He has given 14 runs in his 2 overs. I think what they could have done, not to go with Sheikh, not to bowl in 4 overs, and then, to let Hussain bowl at this stage. He has bowled brilliantly. He has taken 2 wickets, as I said. But think having been going the Tigers' way, first they didn't have enough total on the board to defend. I guess it isn't enough, as we talked in the early match today, in the first match of NPL, where Abdur Razak's team made 189. We thought that was more than enough, and we say that in between 150 and 60, somewhere there, it could be a brilliant target. And we see that they may be 10 to 15 runs short. Rishi?
Yeah, well, definitely. Like, looking from here, all they need, the Viking Warriors just need like 30 more runs from 18 balls that are left in this game. So I guess Tigers are going to feel the crunch that they should have probably made 20 or more runs. Oh, but the next shot the ball has been directly lifted over the long of a region.
Magnificent shot by the batsman over the boundary road for a big 6. Iqbal has came on to batting and he wants to entertain the crowd out here in Ekeberg Cricket Ground. As we are going to the end of the day today, of today's play, we have seen some good batting innings, some good bowling performances, of which one is Ihtishamul Haq's 51. He was stand out with his innings.
But from here, Viking Warriors just need 7 more runs of the 16 balls. I believe they're going to finish off the match. They look in a hurry to finish off the match from here.
Sufyan to Iqbal and a single run taken. Sufyan once again bowling to Iqbal. Tariq nuts it down to third man, and he did. Only single run, 1 run taken again. And once again, I want to mention that the work that has been done by the Farga 360 broadcasting team has been brilliant work that they have done in a whole day. The preparations they have done and the management staff, it's been brilliant to see cricket growing here in Norway and to see people this enthusiastic, about the game. It's been absolutely brilliant to watch it and to watch the game improve here in this country as well. And I would love to see some more cricket here in Norway, some international cricket in near future. Wanted to hit it in inside edge. Keeper.
Well, the Viking Warriors are just inching closer to the total now. They just need 4 runs and they still have 2 more overs to go. Well, we have a change in the bowling over here, and we see that it's Misbah who's gonna bowl the last over. But that's quite surprise, I guess. But
Rishi, a bit of a surprise, Rishi.
Definitely, but it's gonna be quite a treat for all the fans like me who want to watch him live in action. Of course, he's not known for his bowling, but it will be quite an interesting
to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Quite an interesting thing to watch him bowl.
I mean, I've never seen him bowl either, even though in an international or in a domestic or T20 leagues. I have never seen him bowl. It's going to be my first time as well watching him bowl here in the NPL. I mean, you see some new things happening here in NPL. And I mean, it's only the starting of it. Let's see Misbah al-Haq bowl into Iqbal.
Quite an unusual change for the team Tigers, but I guess all of us are kind of witnessing history over here. Like whoever is watching it in the ground or on YouTube, we are going to watch Misbah bowl over here. So I don't remember the last time he bowled in any of his matches. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's going to be the first time watching him bowl. So here's Misbah all set to bowl the first ball of the 19th over. Vikings just need 4 more runs from here to win.
Miss Barrel hack to Iqbal. Here we go.
That's been hit on the leg side, straight in the hands of the fielder, but
No run
runs on that
taken.
occasion, yeah.
I never knew Rishi Musbah was a fast bowler. I mean, fast medium. I thought he was gonna come on and bowl some off-spin bowling, you know.
Yeah, that's usually expected from the batsman. Like, I mean, if especially if batsman tries to bowl, but this is slightly slower medium, you can say.
Hit
Pushed
down the leg
forward.
side.
That's a single.
I mean, that was a good bounce, short bounce, you know, quick on to the batsman, and just a single of it. Why didn't he bowl for Pakistan? Yeah, Rishi. You got anything to say about that? Yeah, he has never tried himself, you know, bowling for, you know, his international team, you know.
Maybe that was the hidden talent in him, which we didn't get to see.
I mean,
on
that's
the international scale.
that is the point of NPL. NPL, you know, you get to see new things, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt about that.
And with that run, Viking Warriors need 2 runs only.
Let's see how the batsman deals from here. Does he go for a boundary or single?
Will he hit a boundary of Miss Barrel Hack's bowling? I think he's gonna try. He did
That's
try.
hit on the leg side for a 4, and that completes the match in favor of Viking Warriors.
Very big shot down the
And they have won the match
leg
quite
side.
convincingly by 6 wickets. They have chased down the total only in 18.4 overs.
brilliant all-round performance by the Tigers Cricket Club. I mean Tigers. They batted very well. They bowled really well. They, you know, tried to manage to keep them, you know, on down 150, inside 150, and Iqbal is not out of 16 of 10. Siddiqui played well for his 23 of 22. Ihtisham Ul-Haq has played really well for his 51. And we once again want to say thank to the Faga Cricket 360 Sports, who have been brilliant to in broadcasting these 2 matches out here. Today, 4 matches have been played in NPL. And it's been exciting to see cricket out here in Norway. So here from Commentary Box, me, Sadiq Marif, and
myself, Rishi Arora, signing off for now. See you guys again tomorrow for the 2nd day of the Norwegian Premier League. So the telecast starts at 1:30 Norwegian time, 1:30 p.m.
see you then, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.